awful far from home, doing what he can to keep the lights turned on. This city, man, has got me headed.
Hello and welcome to the E-commerce Redneck Show, Season 2. Today we've got a very special guest, Brad Goldenberg, who is one of the owners of Blazer Digital. And now I am actually working for Blazer Digital, and they are the sponsor of our podcast. So I am really excited to get them on. This is a really unique group of people. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about both Blazer and MES, the Midwestern Ecommerce Summit, which is an incredible opportunity for business owners in e-commerce to have a day of education and fun and learn quite a bit more about e-com. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring Brad on. Brad, how are you doing, sir?
How you doing? Nice to meet everybody. Hope everybody's doing well today.
Yeah. Well, Brad, I recently came on with Blazer, and I'm pretty excited about what we're doing in general. But for those of the crowd out there that aren't familiar with Blazer, could you tell us a little bit more about what Blazer is, what they do, and how it was established?
Sure. Blazer's been around for 26 years. We are a web design, web development, custom application development, hosting, and management of solutions for our customers. As we grew up, we really got heavily into e-commerce solutions and building out people's tech stack, integrating them into their back office, payment, shipping, e-commerce platform, ERPs, and then helping the companies market to their solutions to drive better revenue from the digital platforms like search, social, email marketing, reputation management, and really helping businesses and merchants scale their business online at that point.
Yeah, and I mean, 26 years, that's a long time. There's not many agencies out there that can say they've survived the last 26 years, all the ups and downs of e-commerce. So with that said, we're definitely living in the biggest heyday of e-com, where there's more tools, there's more things you can do than ever before. And Blazer definitely has some unique propositions, being that we are completely out of the U.S. You know, we're based in St. Louis. I'm the only one that's not in the St. Louis office, you know,
Right.
and that's probably a little bit because I'm so loud, but
Right.
I'm also in Texas. So, but yeah, I mean, in this day and age, what do you see the biggest proposition that, you know, Blazer has? What is the big selling point for you with your clientele?
Yeah, when it comes to, partnering with Blazer, there's two things that come to mind. First of all, my incredible staff just does an incredible job of whether it's building a solution or helping the other marketers helping grow the solution. We have a pretty good talent on our team that allows us to that's been doing it for a long time, and we've been together a long time. So that brings a lot of quality work when it comes to the professional services that we're offering and expert work that we're delivering to our clients. And then secondary is the partner-centric ecosystem that I have in a consulting realm to introduce different tech partners in place, whether it's a review partner or it's a payment solution or a shipping solution or an ERP company that's going to help them automate some of their processes. All these different partners I can bring in and to the merchant, introduce to the merchant, so that the merchant can make business decisions on different ways to grow their business or different solutions out there that might help them expand some of those revenues that they're trying to get to or cut expenses along the way.
Well, and one of the things that I've seen you do is offer people more than one solution, which is always great. I feel like a lot of companies just really press their idea of what e-commerce is for a brand without giving that brand a lot of options. And we always seem to kind of focus in on the customer and being customer centric, and the customer comes first. But when you have a partner system like that, I mean, you can kind of reach for the things that fit that particular customer. So with that said, we have the MES Summit coming up, and I actually was working for another company and came to it last year. And it is a smaller summit, but it is an incredible summit, and it is. The thing that I appreciated is that everything was done very high quality. So, when it comes to the presenters, when it comes to the companies that show up, and even the food and the baseball game after, it was an incredible experience. And so tell us about MES. What brought it about, and what is it exactly?
Sure. MES came out of a big commerce partner summit that was in 2019. My partners and I were flying down to Austin, Texas, and we really found that the area, the Midwest region, doesn't have a lot of people speaking about the e-commerce ecosystem, and being in the ecosystem, and as you know, Jeremy, that there's a lot of information out there, and there's a lot of people in the industry that are out there pushing their solutions and helping businesses grow and expand. And I think our area is lacking some of that content. So we talked to Dan Fairtick, who is head of partnerships down at Big Commerce. He's like, if you do that a conference, I'll support it, and I'll push it, and I'll help get it out there for you. And so with that, we started planning the Midwest Ecommerce Summit. And as you all know, then, right in 2020, COVID hit. And so with that, we decided to put on a free webinar, and we went online with it for 20 and 21. Both years we did a webinar. Had pretty good attendance, and it was really thick in the content, talking about people's tech stacks and go-to-market strategies, and it was really a full day of information. We had about 150 attendees in the first couple of webinars, and it went pretty well. The first year we did it in person was in 2022. We did it at a place called the City Museum. We had about 120 attendees, and it was a good event. A lot of great content throughout the day. Little less attended than I wanted to be, but in the end, I think it was good for the information that we put out that year. Last year, we kind of chose a different space in a co-working space called T-Rex, and we used their event space. And, throughout the day, we provided different content on, how people put their tech stack together, different platforms that are out there, and different, marketing solutions, whether it's SEO optimization for product data, or it's, driving better traffic through search or social. We tried to put as much content out there throughout the day as possible. And then I took some selected merchants and the sponsors to the all-inclusive suite at the ball game. So always looking for the great merchants that, these sponsors and vendors can talk to, and then take those out and entertain them. Seems to be a pretty good case. So, we're kind of doing the same footprint this year. Where we're going to, have some speakers. This year I'm adding a panel in the afternoon, which will be really interesting to hear how that's going to be moderated in the information that's going to come out of that. But this year's theme is Gateway to Intelligence E-commerce. And what that means is that how are new technologies being put into these platforms or these software packages, and how are the sponsors and the vendors that are at this event going to be able to use new technology, and not just artificial intelligence, but how are they pushing their software to that next level, and how are these merchants going to benefit from these new technologies that are out there for their businesses. For instance, Jeremy and I met yesterday with Gorgeous, and they're talking about all this AI they've introduced into their customer service. That's a great topic for this event. Improving customer service, automating ways to communicate better with their customers without having to put as much manpower behind it. New technologies that are out there that are helping merchants grow and expand without taking less effort on the actual employees that are working for the company, helps them sell more product and helps them grow their business. So I think there's a lot of great information that we're going to provide this year around that. And I think merchants are going to get a lot of information out of these sponsors that are going to be there. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's a full day of information, and we're going to feed you, we're going to give you some drinks, we're going to have some good times, and we're going to provide a lot of
the food is amazing too, guys. St. Louis is a foodie town, and these guys, Brad and Mike and all the guys are foodies too, you know. So you're really in for a treat. You know, the thing that stuck out to me last year and really made it special for me as somebody coming in completely outside of the company was I walked in, and that day I was able to talk to every single person I wanted to, whether they were speaking or they were one of the companies. I had so many great conversations. And to me, you go to a lot of these big events and you're kind of, 3,000 people conferences, and you're a number. And with this, you really get to have time to have your questions answered and to get more information from them. And I know we have a lot of really great sponsors too. So why don't you tell me a little bit about who's sponsoring this year and what's going on with that?
So our biggest e-commerce platform that's sponsoring this year is Shopware. They're a German-based company that's new to the Americas. Their software is open source as well as they've got a SaaS platform, and then they've got a self-hosted platform service as well. I feel like their software is pretty strong in the open source area and arena, and they really are putting it out there for the America and to kind of absorb and push. So I really think they're a great platform for any merchant that's trying to find a good, solid solution. Then we're having Zamp Tax Solutions. Zamp Tax Solutions has come into the marketplace trying to take some of TaxJar's market share and some market share away from Avalara, which is the giant. They are heavily VC funded, and Blazer built the connector to BigCommerce, and we're working on the one for Shopware as we speak. And I'm hoping to get another one for some Eagle Business Systems, which is an ERP, and then start to branch out from there. Also on that, I'm having a company called iPass come. iPass is a middleware for making those type of connectors and connecting different systems together. And they're coming in and sponsoring, and this is the first time that they're going to be to this event and kind of a part of it. So I'm really looking forward to having them there. And then right now, the last sponsor, as we're still working on a few more, but the last sponsor that's come on board is Reviews.io. And Reviews does all reputation management, reviews, and loyalty and rewards. So that's great for our customers to try to grow their business, get more brand loyalty, and really help from a reputation standpoint. They're really good software to plug in to get those products really high rated, and as well as the websites that they're going to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be able to answer a lot of questions about these different softwares and things that might be able to give our visitors an advantage. And that, being able to get that personal kind of one-on-one time with these folks is great. With that said, is there anything that you would like to share? Anything else you would like to share about MES or what we got going on?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what size business, whether you're a small or medium or a mid-market or an enterprise business. We're looking for directors of e-commerce, directors of marketing, CEOs that are trying to gain better ways to digitally to put their company out there. That's who's going to benefit from this. This is not a sales pitch. It's not for Blazer. It's not just Blazer's event. It is, any agency can come as well. I'm really trying to build out the content to be more around like helping merchants grow. And, so that's where those are the people that should come to this type of event. I'm expecting between 80 and 120 people. So it's a very boutique style summit right now. Like Jeremy said, I think you get that one-on-one attention with the platforms to talk to them, the different softwares that are out there. Being able to communicate regularly with those type of people and really understand how they can help your business is where I think they're going to benefit the most for it. And again, I'd like to take a select 10 or 15 merchants to the baseball game and really let them have some fun along the way too.
Yeah. The whole St. Louis experience, I will say something I thought that was really cool is the way the city lights up when the Cardinals game is happening that night. So it's a great town for sports. It's a great foodie town. I think you're going to have a great time, guys. Brad, thank you for coming on and explaining this all to us. And guys, meet us there. We want to see you. And thanks.
Have a great day.
Get ready to learn, connect, and innovate in the 2024 Midwest Ecommerce Summit. Unlock the gateway to intelligent e-commerce by harnessing data, AI, and automation to boost your online sales. Join industry leaders in St. Louis to explore cutting-edge tools and strategies shaping the future of e-commerce. Discover how to optimize your online presence, streamline operations, and achieve explosive growth. Whether you're a startup or an established brand, MES will make your 2020s roar. This one-day conference features insightful speakers, industry success stories, solution demos, and growth strategies. Network with peers and presenters to expand your e-commerce community. Tickets are on sale now. Order early and save. Your pass includes full access to all conference content, food, drinks, and entertainment. So we'll see you there.